As always, this is a disclaimer. I'm an educational company. We teach people how to do things. We don't recommend stocks. We don't tell you, we're not advisors and that type of thing. So all of that is there. I'm Martha Stokes, and I'm a longtime chartered market technician, a member of the CMT Association, CEO and co-founder of TechnoTrader. Cycle evolution theory is my primary thing that I have been teaching for many years. My cycle analysis is renowned. I am considered one of the top cycle theorists in the United States, if not the world. We have something very special for you today, so we will get to that later. So if you want to keep track of that, then stay tuned and we will have something that you will want to participate in. And make sure that we can see the full screen. Okay, the stock market and all other financial markets are in a massive new technology displacement and disruptive phase. It is unparalleled. This is ongoing, and you need to understand how you can take advantage of every opportunity there is. Swing trading is now the most popular retail trading style. Thank you very much, because I've been working very hard and arduously to get people to stop day trading because it's no longer viable. There's also a new trading style called position hold trading, which you are holding for a period of time that's longer than swing, which is not to be confused with positional trading, which is a swing trading strategy. Position hold trading is a way that most busy people can trade the stock market with only a few hours of work a week. Position hold trading is far more profitable, and requires less capital and time. Because the hold time is longer, risk is lower. Why is trading as a business so important right now to learn? Are you working but struggling as your income is no longer enough for you to have the lifestyle you want and you deserve as an American or a citizen of this world? Are you retired or near retirement and are finding it harder to adjust to less and less as inflation and everyday living costs keep eating up more and more of your retirement funds? It's going on. Are you a stay-at-home or work-at-home parent who needs more income? The middle class of America and the entire world is disappearing. AI and robotics are displacing human workers across every industry. Those jobs are never coming back. It's not just layoffs, it's gone, because the robots only cost $8 an hour and a human costs a lot more than that. Do you want to be financially secure knowing that no matter what happens, you have sufficient money and income to do whatever you wish and you deserve to do? Stock trading as a business is the solution. What is stock trading as a business? Stock trading as a business is an IRS and other nations' taxation approved way to treat your trading just like a regular small business entity. Hobby traders must document every single trade each year, their entry price, their exit price, and profit or loss. This requires filling out a long IRS schedule detailing every transaction that year. It is a lot of work and it's very arduous. It's very time consuming. Stock trading as a business is like any other small business, but without the common problems of hiring and training employees, which is very expensive, or inventory and managing a huge amount of inventory. Your stocks are your inventory, so it's all digital. Shipping, leasing an office, and so on and so forth. You can trade at home in your spare time or while on vacation, the hours and days you choose to trade. You are your own boss. You are in control of your future. This is the new American dream. It used to be a home in the suburbs and 2 cars in the garage. Now it's being able to control because the vast wealth of the world is in the stock market of the US. $150 trillion, folks. Trading as a business versus hobby trading now. When you're trading as a business, you can take off all of your expenses relating to trading. All of your professional level education is fully tax deductible. Ooh. Your charting software is fully tax deductible. Now you have no excuse to play around with those free charting softwares that don't have anything for you. You can deduct every part of the professional level charting software, totally deductible. Your office space in your home. That office space includes electricity, water, sewer, phone, computers, tablets, repairs, maintenance, all are deductible. It's a huge deductible that you can do again, trading as a business, you can't do as a hobby. You do not need to document each and every trade for filing the taxes. Your stocks you trade are your inventory. So it's inventory in and inventory out. You buy the stock, it's inventory. You sell the stock, it's inventory. So it's a total lump sum. It's not individual transactions. Travel expenses related to education or trading are also tax deductible, but you may want to take your beloved spouse along and then you can have fun sightseeing wherever you are when you're learning to trade. But the sightseeing is not tax deductible. So trading as a business was an IRS ruling that has been approved in the late 1990s, but most people have never heard of this unique tax or semi-tax that you can take and off. I need to get this moved over a little bit. There we go. Okay. This means retail traders who make their trading a business rather than a hobby are treated just like a professional trader for tax purposes. Wow, that's super cool. Hobby traders are someone who trades for fun, someone who doesn't make consistent money and takes losses because they are self-taught or try to learn from another retail trader or chat room and thus do not understand the market fully as you must as you're trading as a business. It's enormous. Hobby traders cannot take off expenses, nor can they use the loss from trading to lower other income taxes because you're not trading as a business. Students of Tech and Trader are trading as a business, making regular monthly income, have minimal losses, and high profits, and work fewer hours, have less stress, and are having a great deal of fun, even in this very stressful market condition that we have right now. One fact that most traders are shocked to learn is this. It takes fewer trades to make consistent profits to exceed what you are trying to make now with hundreds of trades. Truth, fact, actually real. Less is more when trading as a business. Why? Trading as a business creates higher profit potential with much lower risk. The US stock market is the largest in the world by a staggering amount. The US stock market has the top Fortune 1000 corporations in the world. China has 3. Saudi Arabia has 1. South Korea has 1. That's pretty much what it is out there. Our world is huge if you're a US citizen. It has at any time anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 stocks. That includes ADSs and ADRs, which are foreign stocks, foreign companies trading on the US exchange with approval, and instruments available to trade. It's massive. The US has more ETFs, 4,950 to date, and the 3 most popular SPY, QQQ, and DIA. And everybody trades the SPY all over the world. ETFs are extremely popular, and we have most of them. The US also has the best rules and regulations to protect all investors and traders from fraud, corruption, corporate insider trading, and much, much more. And I get bulletin news every day about who's being fined for what and so on and so forth. That is why other countries are trading the US market. The US also has the largest markets in cryptos, Forex, options, commodities, futures, bonds, credit, and so on. We have 12 financial markets, real estate. We are the biggest in the world. The world trades the US markets because of the huge possibilities for success and security of the rules that regulate these markets. The US stock market is the safest in the world with SEC and FINRA rules and regulatory oversight. Every day I get a bulletin that tells me that FINRA's been finding this broker or that advisor, manager, and so on and so forth. They keep on top of it. Trading as a business. To get started, you need, write it down, an education that is designed for trading as a business. It is different than hobby trading. Our courses include all the training, simulator trading experience, guidance, all the tools you need, all the scans, and so on, and also mentoring and ongoing training for trading as a business. You also need to practice and experience of trading either swing style or position hold style or both. Most of my students do both because the market shifts. There's a lot going on. You will need a home office, which can be as small as a closet. You will need to register with your state as a small business. No big deal. It takes all of a few minutes online, and the IRS as well. And you are ready to go. So that's very simple, and that's pretty much everywhere. So how do you start trading as a business rather than a hobby? Because all of you are hobby traders right now, because you don't have a small business that you're trading out of. So the market is not one-dimensional. It is not Wall Street versus Main Street. Please, please, I beg you, please stop thinking in that manner. That is 100 years old and it doesn't work anymore. That concept has been gone for a long, long time. What you need to understand is where you fit in with the highly complex, multi-tiered market we have today. This is one of those rare instances when do-it-yourself does not work because you don't have access. I'm a retired buy-side professional. I am called a brain trust by all my peers. They wonder why I try to teach retail traders. Oh, they can't learn. They can't learn. I go, yes, you do. So this is kind of a competition for me to get as many of you responsible and making a lot of money to prove that I'm right, that you can learn. I believe you can. I know you can. I have students do it all the time. Trying to learn everything on your own is impossible because the most critical information is not available on the internet nor in any free videos deliberately because the mutual funds and pension funds don't want you to learn this stuff. They want you to just trust them. You can spend 10 to 20 years trying and then finally accept you need to get a real education from a qualified, certified professional such as me. So it doesn't have to be me. I'm not right for everybody. I'm driven, and my students need to be driven also. Or you can start by taking advantage of the opportunities of trading as a business. I have people that come to me all the time that peruse and thought, oh, I can figure this out myself. Oh, I can take a few webinars. I can do this, and I can just figure it out. And then you don't have access to it. Okay, so let's look at this tier. It's a chessboard. And at the top are odd lot investors, new investors, beginners, traders, and all this. They don't know what they're doing. They just hear about a stock and they rush and buy it. Then we have chat rooms and guru groups and all these groups, and they follow the guru and they lose money. And then we have long-term investors, and we have small funds managers, and we have hedge funds and HFTs. And it goes down and down and down. You can't see any of this. It's all hidden. Okay, 80% of the market is off the exchanges. The public exchanges are just up here. And you can't see what these guys are doing unless you learn to read charts properly, unless you learn to study and see, oh, that group of candles means this. Oh, that group of candles means dark pools. The dark pools are down here and they can see everything that's going on. The sell-side institutions can see everything that's going on. The buy-side institutions, which are the dark pools, can see everything. So you are at a disadvantage if you don't learn to read the stock charts and see the fundamentals right in the stock chart. You don't need to go and read on the fundamentals. They're there in the charts. You must accept the fact that what is available on the internet is missing 75% of what you need to know and learn. What you've learned so far is great. It's good. What tools you have is fine. Your learning is, it's kindergarten and first grade, but you need to move it up to a very higher level. Dow theory of 3 levels of market participants. 1890, he wrote this. Okay, we're not going to spend much time. The uninformed investors and average investors, and he said the market was 50% retail and 50% professional. Well, that isn't true anymore. The stock market is massive in scope. It is distributed. It's not all in New York City anymore. It's not in the financial district anymore. After 9/11, everybody said, we don't want to get bombed. We don't want to have everything destroyed. We have to protect the stock market. It is the global market. So some of them are underground, some of them are in different states, and I can't tell you which ones they are. And they're spread out all over, and they're monitored and maintained, and a lot of it is automated, but not all of it. There's still floor traders everywhere. So it's massive, massive in scope, way beyond your ability to comprehend. 350 to 40 billion dollars goes through the stock market every day. It took 9 months to get $90 billion in tariffs. It's huge, huge. Dark pool alternative trading venues, there are 50 of them right now. They hold the vast wealth of the middle class of America. There are mutual funds and pension funds, and there's about 20, 25 top ones, and then there's a large tier under that, about 100, 150, and then a lower tier and lower tier. And at the very, 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 very bottom, not part of this group, is the small funds asset managers who trade and get into trouble all the time. So this huge wealth is well hidden. It is where you can't see it. The market is fully automated in many functionalities, but not all functionalities. There's a misnomer that AI has taken over and everybody's using AI and blah, blah, blah. No, it's been carefully orchestrated and carefully executed and tested and retested because AI is a child. And AI falls down and skins its knees, and AI makes really big mistakes, and AI throws temper tantrums. I have an AI and it throws temper tantrums from time to time. And so an AI is something that is evolutionizing everything. So think back in the 80s, if you're old enough, that we had Microsoft and Apple had the superior product, bar none. But it wasn't marketed properly. And you had to do this and in total control. And then Microsoft came along, had a marriage relationship with IBM, and it took because it had the marketing status. AI is in its infancy. It is going to be stunning, and it is growing. There's much more. I'm writing a flash crash and a new technology thing this weekend about what AI represents. So I've gone through this several times, and most of you may have already seen this. 20% of the market is on the retail side. It's all these smaller groups, odd lot, retail groups, chat groups, small lot investors, memes groups. You always get in late. You're always running and chasing the stock. Bad idea. 80% of the market is hidden. You can't see any of this activity. HFTs do trade on the public exchanges, but the rest of these are hidden in the dark pools, okay? So one of the new ones that we have are professional trading companies, and some of my students are starting to look into that to see if they want to participate in that. Professional independent traders is what I want you to trade with. They're on the buy side and the sell side. The sell side is short term, the buy side is longer term. So the professional traders improve the return on investment for buy side institutions. Wealthy and private investors are CEOs. They know all about business. They know all about marketing. They know all about new technology. They're on top of it, and they are investing in new technology like unbelievable right now. We don't have an AI bubble. So stop listening to this garbage. It's exhausting to try to convince you otherwise. This is the bear cycle. Always the buy-side institutions start selling out, lowering inventory. They hold vast quantities. They often have anywhere from 5 to 8,000 different companies that they're holding at any one time. So they're massive. But they'll start rotating out because they want to get into some new technologies and things like that. So they'll start rotating out, and they'll actually bend. You'll see the trend line bending as it gets near the top. Sell side institutions are short term, and they're going, oh, buy side is rotating. So let's sell short. We'll sell short here. Well, because they're sell side institutions, they can just get in. Face it. And they put their buy to cover way down here. High frequency traders see all the sell orders. They flood the thing with the queues with small orders. It's not a large lot order that moves price. It's a plethora of science, very small orders. A lot of people are very confused about that. And so everything capitulates after that. Buy-side institutions slow the trend down in the bottom because now it's a bargain price stock, not a cheap stock. So you're selling short or capitulating and selling into the dark pool buy zone area. And you don't even know it because you can't read it on the stock charts because you're trying to use recommended stocks or MACD crossover, which is late, that type of thing. Foundational knowledge. There are 6 primary market conditions. A bottoming market, always, write it down. It always starts with the dark pools slowing the downtrend, slowing the selling down, the panic selling, the capitulating selling, because the stock is below its fundamental value. And this is the only time that you will see dark pools actually create big, long, wide candles if it really falls below the fundamental levels. Otherwise, they're penny spreads, TWAP orders. Trading range is very rare. The worst one we ever had was in the 70s, and it lasted for a long time. We had a shorter one between 2015 and 2016, and we will continue to have trading ranges from time to time, but not as often as we had. They are very difficult and challenging to trade, but as a swing trader or a position hold trader, there will be platforms and things that forming. The platform market condition is dominated by the dark pools again. Everybody's afraid the market's going to crash. Everybody's afraid that there's a bubble. And so everybody's sitting sidelined. Meanwhile, all these stocks have bottomed and then their fundamentals improve. And so dark pools go, okay. And they build a nice consolidation that lasts for anywhere from a month to 3 months. And then all of a sudden HFTs go, whoa, wait a minute. Something's happening here. And of course, the pro traders are already in there doing their little nudging. Can we get those HFTs to see that there's small lots and we're doing this? And of course, then it gaps up or runs up, and then it goes and forms another platform. So it's just like a big, long stair step up. Very easy for people who are very busy and don't have time. And it's one of the highest revenue bases for monthly income. Moderately trending can be uptrending market or downtrending market. We're currently in a moderately uptrending market that is in a correction phase, sideways to down. We have a lot of stocks that are coming out of bottoms, and we have some topping stocks. Very common. Velocity up or down, same thing. Velocity is and every retail trader and retail investor, odd lot investor, small funds manager who hasn't a clue what they're doing, but they just know that if they read enough on websites and watch some videos and webinars that they can figure it out for themselves. No. So you chase stocks, you cause those vertical rises. It's like boom into the sky. It's like, oh my gosh, that's not going to hold, is it? And of course, pro traders go, yeah, right. We've been sitting here waiting for that. We're going to start taking profits. They start taking profits really suddenly, and we see the volume oscillators spike to the top of the chart the day before, and all of a sudden it starts crashing. And the topping market, which is a market where starts with dark pools who are slowly rotating out to lower inventory. The sell-side institutions see the topping action. The company has gotten to market saturation for its new technologies or products or whatever, and it hasn't reinvented, so it's going to go into a decline. Each company has its own cycle. The cycle can be anywhere from 3 years to 20 years. It just depends on the company, the technologies, the advancements, the CEO, and so on and so forth. Each market condition is unique. The trendline patterns, which only I teach, there's trendline patterns within a trend, and they're different. This is because different market conditions are created by different market participant groups dominating and controlling how price moves up or down or not at all. Market condition is your roadmap for navigating the market activity over time. You will trade differently in a velocity market than in a platform market. That's an example. The stock market cycles, and each market condition is a different part of that cycle. So it's a big cycle, and you need to know where you are in it. Who controls price? Education on the 12 market participant groups, you have to understand them. The market is no longer Wall Street versus Main Street. It's more complex. Number 1 is the dark pool buy-side giant institutions. They dominate. They have all the money. You want to be with them. The buy-side institutions are the most powerful, dominant, and hidden group in the market. There are about 20 to 25 giant institutions who are also known as the dark pools. Currently, there are $150 trillion in assets under management worldwide by these 20 to 25. Dark pools do not create momentum runs. Write it down. Dark pools do not create momentum runs. They do not create momentum runs. Price is controlled to the penny. It is held at a low bargain price during accumulation mode that can last weeks to months. You need to learn how to recognize the accumulation or rotation in the chart and put the stock on a watch list to wait for the pro traders' nudges. When you have a solid list of 20 to 40 stocks heavy with accumulation, you will find buy entry signals with very low risk, and you have to use candlesticks. You cannot use a moving average crossover indicator. It doesn't work in this market because we're a penny spread. All traders who trade as a business need to streamline their search for stocks to trade, but also find the opportunities before price moves. Watch list. See it, and then every day you check that watch list and, oh, okay, we're ready to buy. Professional traders. Professional traders are growing in numbers. These are the most talented, skilled, and expert traders in the world. There are 4 categories of professionals you must learn about and learn to emulate. There's one new one. The buy-side professional floor traders who strike the penny or half penny spread. All of their orders are off public exchanges, hidden in ATS venues. That's the dark pools. You never see their activity if you are a retail trader. I know that everybody says, oh, I found the whale, meaning, a large lot. I say, well, how large is that lot? Oh, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. I'm going, that's not a large lot. That's small funds managers. Large lot is 10 million to 50 million. The sell-side professional floor traders, these are strictly short-term traders. They are at times acting as market makers when the market is weaker or stressed or under retail news negativity status. They set those sell short orders way in advance, and they just sit back and they wait. And then they take you out. Professional trading companies. These are the small firms owned by former professional floor traders. They augment the return on investment for buy-side institutions only. So they're trading to improve the return on investment for all the pension funds and mutual funds. Professional independent traders who trade for themselves or for a proprietary professional trading company that provides liquidity and trading services to the buy side. Independent professional traders are a large group you never hear about. They're actively trading but are not on the public exchanges. They have their own way of doing things. So you are not seeing this activity. All of the above have a unique footprint on the stock chart when they are trading. Their orders are routed independently from the routing retail traders and are often delayed until after the market closes for dark pool orders. So nobody can chase the dark pools. All you're doing is chasing small funds managers who have no education at all. Professional traders is not like in the movies. Professionals are not going out drinking, taking illegal drugs, and chasing women around all night. They're exhausted. They go home, or when working from home, they spend time with their families. They're very family oriented, and they're very aloof. They don't tell people they're professional traders. They don't say anything about it. The most common layout for professionals is similar to the one shown here. This is a friend of mine. She's an options trader. Very, very interesting person to talk to. 6 to 8 monitors with a powerful computer routing specific and insulated from internet and electrical failures. They're spending anywhere from $1 million to $5 million on their, you don't have to, but that's what they spend on their computers. You do not need such an elaborate system, but you need to be able to piggyback and ride momentum and velocity runs the professionals create. You also need to learn that they are not day trading. There's a penny spread. They'd have to have a 10 million lot order in order to make any money. They swing trade, momentum trade, or velocity trade. The average is 1 to 5 million, but there are bigger lots than that. Okay, students trading as a business. You need an office space to do your trading. It's required by the IRS and all the other nations. Typically, a room in your home, even a closet, will do if it's big enough. It needs to be a separate room, private, and not part of the family room or where a TV or a gaming console is located. IRS rules, you can't have it in your family room or your kitchen. It has to be in a separate room. You will need a quiet place to study and work. You can't be disrupted. You close that door and you put a sign on the door and say, do not disturb me. I will be out in 15 minutes. Trading is a skill that, like all skills, takes time to perfect, and you will continually be improving your skills even after you are more successful than you can imagine. I still simulate trade. All my peers simulate trade. We all practice. Well, what about this? Oh, I see this new candlestick pattern. I'm going to start simulator trading this so if I can share this with my students. Simulator trading isn't just a one day stand. Oh, well, I made some money, so I'm going to go trade live. Whoops. My students often surprise themselves at how different their success is to that what they had prior to training with TechniTrader. Duh, you got all this information. Even though you are in your private office, you are never alone. TechniTrader communities, discussion groups, student mentoring sessions, and ongoing one-on-one training is always available, and our campus is closed. There is nothing worse than being in social media or a chat group or a chat room or someplace public, and you're all talking about the same stock. HFTs, pro traders, they're on the millisecond. They're going to front run you. They're going to drive that up and you're going to pay more than you should for it. Privacy, no access unless you're a student. Trading tools and resources. As in every business, you will need tools to operate your business on the highest level of expertise and profits. You will need a professional trading journal, as this provides the written evidence of your activity trading as a business and also historical data to consider and compare over time. A professional trading journal is usually an Excel sheet. I provide mine that I designed, and it's very sophisticated. I have one that's more advanced for my more advanced professionals and one that's not quite so complicated for beginners. The IRS requires that you prove that you're trading as a business. The professional trading journal does that. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to be a day trader. You don't have to trade certain quantities. IRS rules are very open. All they're saying is we expect you to trade and function as a small business. So anybody that has been told otherwise has misinformation. Trade management planner. One day I came into Howard's room and he's working again, and we had a floor at that point, and I go, wow, that's a really cool thing. He shows me, yeah, I just push all this stuff in and out it comes. It is a monthly plan that provides how you are going, what you're going to do monthly for trading, your goals, the number of trades, capital required, stock price range, risk assessment, profit potential, and overall process of how you're going to trade that month. You set out the whole month. It spits out what price you need. You can price range you can trade based on your capital base, how many trades you're going to need a month to do that, what risk factors there are. It's amazing, and it's for my advanced students. It's really fantastic, and it really works. Everybody just loves that because it takes all the headache out of it. So, like a small business, you are planning for the month. You're planning for the month. And that's what small businesses do. And it only takes a few minutes. It's very fast. Trade calculators, another Howard Johnson creation, and it's masterful. Trade calculators and other tools that streamline accuracy and execution. What is the single biggest mistake that traders make? They make mistakes in math. That's the biggest mistake you make. And so the trade calculators, you put the numbers in, it spits out where your stop loss is supposed to be, it spits out where your run gain potential, all this stuff. It's really great. Scans, sorts, layouts, and parameters for your trading styles and preferences. This is mine. I also have Mel, who also helps me with the scans, and she's done amazing with it. So scans, sorts, layouts, and parameters for your trading styles and preferences are provided with our courses for our students. You just sit down, load up your software, load down the stuff for TechniTrader, and you're ready to go. It is so easy. Trading simulator must be a real simulator, not a game simulator. You can't use a game. This isn't a game. The stock market isn't a game. The stock market is the powerhouse behind the economy of the U.S. market. So don't treat it like it's a game. Market condition analysis scans are my creation. I made them many years ago. I was doing early morning research and you're looking at futures because everybody's, oh, futures, futures. It's like, wait a minute. Futures are only good for part of the day, how the market opens, and then the market can totally shift and go in the opposite direction. Market condition, I'll explain these in a little bit. Controlled bracketed order types is Howard's incredible order type. I came back, I was swing trading, and then I would go and do ice skating or some other activity and come back and see how well my swing trades were doing. And he's on the phone talking to this market maker, and my jaw drops and I'm going, you're kidding me? You're talking to a market maker. He goes, yeah, this is so cool. It's like, so he finally hangs up the phone after the two guys laugh and talk and everything as if they've been best buddies for years. And I'm going, how did you get a New York Stock Exchange market maker on the phone? And I said, oh, I just called and asked. That's Howard. And he says he loves my controlled bracketed order type. He asked me if he could use it on his floor. And I said yes. And I said, of course you said yes. And to this day, Howard's controlled bracketed order type is circulating around the sell-side institutions. Broker account that is designed for trading as a business. I'm very sorry, but you cannot trade as a business on your smartphone with some of the apps that are available for hobby traders. It doesn't work. Morning market reports and market condition reports are mine. I give you a morning market report, which tells you how the market is likely to open, and the market condition, what's going on after it opens, and so on and so forth. Students absolutely love this, and they can't wait for it. And if I'm a little late, they're texting me going, is it coming? Is it coming? My professionals rely on it ardently. They really rely, and they tell me that it's very accurate. I don't bother to worry about that. I just know that I say what I see, and that for some reason I get it. Daily Market Educator is an ongoing subscription that you can have that keeps reinforcing the training. We have discussion groups and communities within the TechniTrader student-only campus online, as I've mentioned before. So chart layouts are designed by Mel or me, and they are designed for different charting software programs. We have it for TradingView, we have it for stock charts, we have it for Metastock, we have it for TC2000, and I think we have it for one, maybe not one, but these would be embedded into your charting software that you choose automatically. They just come up, they're all ready to go, and you are ready to trade. If none of those are your preferred charting software program, we will provide the parameters and you will have to load it yourself. That's the condition. So market condition analysis tells you who's in control of price, how price will behave at support and resistance. Because the technical patterns are prevalent and reliable, you want to use the most prevalent and reliable for that market condition. And that's based on who is in control of price. How price will behave at resistance and support, it varies depending on the market condition. Don't use percentage stop losses, guys, because that is a red flag. Everybody's going to take you out. Oh, stop losses don't work. I say, well, what are you using? Oh, percentages. Stop using percentages. Well, everybody says I should use percentages. You should never do what everybody says. You should do what your teacher tells you to do. What trading styles work best? Which indicators to use or improve or tweak because of the market condition? The inherent risk in trading specific styles. In a velocity market, you wouldn't be doing position hold. You would be exiting quickly. What trend line patterns are most common within the trend? That tells you vast amounts of information. Which entry and exit signals are most reliable? These are candlesticks. These are groups of candlesticks that tells you what's going on. The strength and price and volume patterns. If you're not using a volume oscillator, you're missing half of the information you need to have. Market condition analysis tells you how and when to trade, who's in control, who's controlling price, what to expect in near-term price action, where to find excellent picks, how to enter, and when to exit. Market condition analysis is a roadmap of which market participants are actively trading, which are sidelined and waiting, and where we are in the overall long-term, intermediate-term, and short-term trends. This provides the relational analysis needed to navigate the complex marketplace. For my professionals, it's a relational analysis activity. So this is these are my market condition analysis scans. And I built them years ago, and they still are just incredibly reliable. I said, okay, all the stocks that we have listed, give me all the stocks that are moving with momentum to the upside. Okay. And now I want all the stocks moving to the downside. Then I compare. That gives me the bias after the market opens. Is it going to go up or down? The bias of the market. Then I say, where are the institutions? What are they buying? And are the HFTs chasing them or not? And this tells me where the dark pools are, what stocks they're buying, accumulating, and that type of thing. Then I ask for all the bottoming stocks because I know that bottoming stocks are great for beginners and my students who are just starting out, very reliable, very safe. Tells me how many are bottoming. Then I say how many stocks are in consolidations. Consolidations tells me where the professional traders are because they're using a penny spread. Then I say, okay, how many stocks are in a trading range or in a topping formation? And then I study that. That's a comparison to the final one, which is price improvement. And I use a special formula that I created myself that shows price over time improving or not improving or flat. Right now we have a flat improvement. So that's all very important. Indicators for trading as a business. Most professionals have their unique proprietary indicators. Professionals use indicators to confirm the candlestick entry signal. They don't use them as a buy enter signal. They do not use outdated indicators that are based on price and time. Professionals are always on the hunt to find dark pool, hidden accumulation patterns. Finding dark pool zones, buy zones for momentum swing trading requires more sophisticated indicators. These indicators are provided to TechniTrader students for their charting software. No, you cannot buy them separately because you would not know how to use them. These indicators provide more analysis to confirm the candlestick buy entry signals for optimal trades and profits, and it really works. This gives you the advantage of professional level indicators to identify the best stocks. I have created most of these myself, and some are already embedded in some. The TechniTrader difference. For more than 26 years, our courses have been the gold standard of stock market education. That's like saying, I'm Harvard, okay? Chart layouts, hybrid leading indicators, and professional style tools, charting tools that streamline trading as a business. So we have tools for managing your monthly income and your analysis and all of that, and then tools for streamlining trading as a business. Our courses provide everything you need to begin your career as a semi-professional with all the profits and tax advantages professionals have enjoyed for decades. What sets TechniTrader apart from all other training on the internet? We are credentialed and certified with the SEC Series 86. That is actually a requirement for educators, but nobody obeys it. And the SEC doesn't have Jime chasing 300 or 400 little guys that are going, I am a guru, I am an expert, oh, I've been trading, da 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 da. And he's lost all of his capital, and the reason he's teaching is because he's trying to build his capital base up because he's obsessive and compulsive about day trading. We have an amazing student campus that creates a totally professional style learning environment. We offer the most comprehensive support, mentoring, and guidance available anywhere. I kid you not. I have my support staff, and they're working the weekends, and we're usually closed on the weekends, and I'm always checking it too. So we respond as quickly as possible. We have discussions where we respond. We have communities where we respond. We have direct contact with the student where we respond personally. So there's many ways that you can access. And our courses are self-paced, which makes it easy for you to learn at your own pace within the time you have available to study with an ongoing answers to any questions you have while you are taking the course. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Always ask questions. You ask questions and it will clarify it for you. Each course is modular. It builds upon the learning and knowledge as you study each module. The training is presented in the most efficient way for individuals to learn complex subjects quickly and thoroughly. You're ready to simulate trade much faster this way. Why are our courses so great? Because the co-founders of TechniTrader have educational backgrounds. Both of us, Howard and myself, had parents or grandparents that were educators and had doctorate degrees. So we understand how, and we are educated ourselves, and I taught for many years in a community college, so we know how to present the subject. Summary, the TechniTrader difference is kind of a review. You are learning from professionals rather than a do-it-yourself retail traders, gurus, and self-proclaimed experts who have no formal financial training and no educational background whatsoever. It matters. Think about when you were in college or high school or the university or your master's degree or whatever you have. And there was this one teacher, and they just opened the world. The light bulbs came on. Everything seemed amazing. You enjoyed that course. You got so much out of it. You learned so much. That's what we are. We have been in business for more than 26 years. We continually update and improve the quality of our education. We keep our students up to date with all the new trading instruments, changes to the financial market structure, and how professionals are trading the market. We have a market structure report. We have all kinds of things about new technologies all the time. We have private communities and discussion groups where professional level students and beginners share ideas. You want to talk to a pro? TechniTrader has the most extensive support, guidance, mentoring, coaching, and a vast library of help files that is massive in scope, just huge. Everything I've ever written is stuffed in there. We have courses for beginners up to professionals who come to us to learn what is not available to them from universities and their own company. Some students advance to the professional level and work for institutions or run their own funds. This course can be taken at your pace when you have the time. There is no rush. Our courses contain the body of knowledge, of experience and expertise of our founders. Our foundation of knowledge is taught nowhere else. Not even financial services degrees has this foundational knowledge about trading stocks as a business. So this is our website, and we focus on swing and position trading. And we want you to come and visit us. We have 3 little things that will get you started, and you can start learning. You just register, and it is a course. It's a small course, and you will understand how we teach. And if it's right for you, I'm not right for everybody, because I am determined to have my students succeed, and that means I expect you to be determined and raise your expectations. $200 a day, give me a break. Okay, so we have a 24-hour special that is going on. It's a free one access training. There's can you put that in their little box so they can get that, so that, or if you have a smartphone, you can do the little thingy down there. And how to trade stocks into the year end with confidence is our course that we're offering today. For anyone who wants it, it's free. It's 1 hour of training, 7 days access. It is a great course, and you have 24 hours to claim your gift. That's my conversation, and I should be done within the 57 minutes. So I hope I am. Okay, I still can't hear anybody on your side. So I hope everybody had a good time. If you have any questions, we can route those. We'll get to you as much as we can.
Martha, can you hear me now?
Without being able to hear you, I'm having difficulty. So visit our website, register. We're not going to hound you. If it's right for you, great. If it isn't, great. Because I'm just looking for those students who really, really are serious about changing their lives in such a way that they can't even begin to imagine it. So we don't hound people. We don't have hardcore salespeople. If it's right for you, it's right for you. If it's not, it's not. Thank you for joining me. I'm Martha Stokes, and trade wisely.